Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
Since today's big movie spotlight is all about this legendary duo of actors and real-life friends, let's drop this quote, "You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about." Will Hunting, aka Matt Damon, absolutely pulverizing some arrogant college kid. And yes, let's not forget this movie also had the great Robin Williams. Good evening, my friends. How was your Sunday? Did you actually manage to enjoy it and do the things you never get around to during the week? You know how it goes. Here on this channel, Sundays are for the second half of our weekly news roundup. What's new with the news? And today, it's time for the famous line, lights, camera, action. In movies, this powerhouse duo, Damon and Affleck, are back, this time with Netflix's The Rip. But the real question is, are they the good guys or the bad guys? We'll see. We've also got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who might just be an Oscar contender, yes, you heard that right, in The Smashing Machine, and Willem Dafoe, the ultimate chameleon of modern cinema, starring in The Birthday Party. For the more intellectual crowd, let's switch gears to TV. Finally, Season 4 of The Witcher is here, where Liam Hemsworth will try to literally step into Henry Cavill's very big boots. Netflix is also dropping 2 other highlights, Heweliusz, the true story of a tragic maritime disaster in Poland, and Nero the Assassin, a French series that drags us back to the 16th century with a very twisted family tale. So, YouTube, what about you? What was your pick today? Did you stay on the couch binging the story of Ed Gein, one of the most terrifying serial killers of all time, and the inspiration behind way too many horror villains? Or did you go check out Leonardo DiCaprio's brand new movie, packed with a star-studded cast? Hit that button and let's roll the video.
You shall not pass!
아니,
내가 구해주겠어.
Of course we got a live-action adaptation, and yes, it's Japanese. Grab your tissues and your auto-translators. Romantic Killer hits theaters December 12th with a full-blown idol invasion and a mysterious soldier, Sho Yonashiro, who speaks everything but Japanese. Anzu, our heroine, ends up with more suitors than a dating show, and every boy band involved brought their own soundtrack, because obviously drama doesn't travel alone.
There are 2 active footballs on this planet that have direct operational access to America's nuclear arsenal. Is that what I think it is?
prepare for the exchange.
This actor seriously deserves to lead a major action flick. Explosions, paranoia, and a cast stacked with biceps and secrets. This new thriller throws Marvel and Mortal Kombat stars into a Who's the Traitor game during a terrorist attack in LA6 federal agents, hiding out, all side-eyeing each other, because someone's not just pretending to be patriotic. Spoiler, trust no one. And neither should you. No release date yet.
Now. It's exhausting being this hot.
When horror meets comedy, anything goes. Happy family, fresh marriage, newborn baby, and now bloodthirsty coyotes. Coyotes, the new horror comedy from Aura Entertainment, premiered at Fantastic Fest and Starslong and Bosworth, married IRL because drama doesn't, stop at the credits, fighting off angry wildlife. Spoiler, the neighbors aren't safe either. It dropped October 3rd, go get traumatized.
Welcome to my island. Most of you, anyway.
And for those who hate explosions, comedy, or horror, here's Willem Dafoe. Pop the champagne and brace for family dysfunction. The birthday party stars Willem Dafoe as an Onassis-style tycoon throwing a lavish bash for his daughter that quickly spirals into Mediterranean chaos. Between flashy guests and daddy secrets, what starts as luxury ends in Greek tragedy. Spoiler, the gift isn't what it seems.
Applause for Mark Kerr.
Hello, and thank you to everyone for allowing me to be here today.
Could this be the role that finally gets Dwayne Johnson an Oscar? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson trades WWE theatrics for real MMA punches in the Smashing Machine, a biopic about Mark Kerr that got a 15-minute standing ovation in Venice. Yes, 15 minutes, basically a cardio session. Emily Blunt plays the wife, and even Bas Rutten shows up as himself. It premiered October 3rd, packed with tears, beatdowns, and more drama than a pay-per-view.
Last time we spoke, you described the job as follows. Your unit works the dope game. Drugs, guns.
Netflix plus Matt Damon plus Ben Affleck. We're ending on a high note. Corruption, hidden millions, and Matt Damon looking like he doesn't trust his own shadow. The Rip is Joe Carnahan's new cop thriller, pairing Damon and Affleck as Miami officers trying to figure out if they're heroes or just badge-wearing opportunists. With tropical backdrops and moral dilemmas, the film asks, are we really the good guys? Premieres January 16th on Netflix. Get ready to sweat harder than in an interrogation room.
This is Alec Murdoch. I need police and an ambulance immediately.
Nothing like kicking things off with some good old family crime, courtesy of Hulu. Money, power, and suspiciously explained corpses. Murdaugh, Death in the Family, premieres October 15th on Hulu, starring Patricia Arquette and Jason Clarke as a Southern couple drowning in secrets and shady connections. Their son gets into a fatal accident, and suddenly the family's past starts smelling like a cover-up, based on a true crime podcast, so yeah, no one's innocent, just well-connected.
Let's go!
Every now and then, Marvel drops one of these gems. The Avengers turned into zombie snacks, and now it's up to a ragtag group of survivors to save the world without becoming appetizers. Marvel Zombies, the new animated series, dropped September 24th on Disney Plus with 4 episodes full of action, dystopia, and A-list voice talent. Thought undead superheroes were overkill? Wait till you see the trailer. Kevin Feige, maybe it's time to rethink a few ideologies?
Uniform from 7-2, responding.
Call coffee.
Do I look like a babysitter? God, no.
Call lunch. Call home.
And because good TV isn't just made in the US, here comes a BBC sequel. Sirens, secrets, and lawyers colder than the criminals. Blue Lights returns to BBC One with Grace, Annie, and Tommy diving into a world where organized crime wears tailored suits. Belfast isn't what it used to be. Now it's run by global connections and slick accountants. New faces in the cast, more tension, and probably less coffee on break.
Tutaj na Poznaniu prawdy nikomu nie zależy. Tutaj żadnej sprawiedliwości.
If it's based on real events and wrapped in tragedy, you know you're glued to the couch. Grab your emotional life jackets. Heweliusz, Netflix's new series premiering November 5th, revisits the sinking of the Polish ferry nicknamed The Floating Coffin. With 55 dead and a trail of negligence, the show blends drama, investigation, and families fighting for justice, all backed by real documents and testimony. Spoiler, the sea wasn't the only villain.
Si vous voulez vivre peinard et vieux, ne faites jamais d'enfants. J'ai eu le parcours classique, l'orphelinat.
The French have always had a flair for drama and theatrics. Were there assassins in the 16th century? Assassins, betrayal, and a historic drought. Néro hits Netflix October 8th with Pio Marmaille as a cynical killer in 16th century France. After being betrayed, Nero sets out to rescue his orphaned daughter and, of course, maybe save the world, or at least decide if it's worth it. Expect blood, moral dilemmas, and a perla in full Ninja Apprentice mode.
It's a wraith. Stand back. With these words, your mortal shall meet my fate with fiery hell.
And to wrap things up, you know the phrase, toss a coin to your Witcher? He's back. Liam Hemsworth officially steps into Geralt's boots in The Witcher, premiering October 30th on Netflix. Swords don't work on vengeful ghosts, but magical signs and chest-crushing do the trick. The series enters its final stretch with seasons 4 and 5, promising reunions, surprises, and absolutely no happy endings, because this is The Witcher, not a fairy tale. And let's wrap things up with those famous pearls of wisdom that only Geralt of Rivia knows how to deliver. There's a grain of truth in every fairy tale. Geralt's right, legends and fables always have a drop of truth in them. Otherwise, well, he wouldn't have a job as a witcher, would he? So, what did you enjoy the most? On the big screen, we had Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrestling with moral dilemmas, the people's champ now gunning for the one prize every actor dreams of, and Sergeant Elias, yes, that's a Platoon reference, tangled up in the world of rich elites with secrets you definitely can't stash in a bank. We also got Lewis Tan, finally in a role that fits him, and a comedy that somehow threw in murderous coyotes for good measure. On the small screen, Geralt, Ciri, Yennefer, and a certain Regis, if you don't know who that is, shame on you, made their return, with Lawrence Fishburne nailing the role. Netflix also brought us a true story that ended in tragedy, something for the Three Musketeers fans, family drama with a deadly twist, and yes, even some animated Marvel fun involving zombies. It's a formula that usually works. So hit that like button, share the video with your friends and on your socials, drop a comment, and remember, the week may be starting, but our series isn't over. Tomorrow we'll be here waiting for you, because you already know we'll definitely be here. See you tomorrow, folks.